more than anything. Amen. Thank you so much, choir, for leading us in worship on this morning. Amen. And let us pray. Now, great God, how we bless you and praise you and thank you for this day that you have granted unto us. We pray, God, that you would speak through your word to encourage and inspire us. Forgive us, Lord, for our many faults and failures. Help us to stand not in our own righteousness, but in the righteousness that is Jesus the Christ. Lord, have your way this day, that the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight. And we'll be so careful to give your name the praise. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. Thank you, choir, so much for leading us in worship. This morning we're going to continue our walk through the book of Nehemiah, where we have been for the last several weeks, the book of Nehemiah, and particularly Nehemiah chapter 7. Nehemiah chapter 7, the book of Nehemiah chapter 7. In Nehemiah chapter 7, beginning with verse 1, says, after the wall had been rebuilt, and I had set the door in place. The gatekeepers, the musicians, and the Levites were appointed. I put in charge of Jerusalem my brother Hananiah, along with Hananiah, the commander of the citadel, because he was a man of integrity and feared God more than most people do. I said to them, the gates of Jerusalem are not to be opened until the sun is hot. While the gatekeepers are still on duty, have them shut the door and bar them. Appoint residents of Jerusalem as guards, some at their posts and some near their own houses. Now the city was large and spacious, but there were few people in it, and the houses had not been rebuilt. So my God put into my heart to assemble the nobles, the officials, and the common people for registration by families. I found the genealogical record of those who had been the first to return. This morning out of Nehemiah chapter 7, we want to talk from the subject, it takes a village. All right. It takes a village. Many of us have heard that proverb, that African proverb, it takes a village, to remind us that all of us have a responsibility in raising our children up to be all that they can be. That all of us bear the responsibility. That it is not the task of a few, but it is the task of us all to make sure we are living our lives as a model, as an example to those around us. That our children will never be no better than the example that we set before them. And all of us must pick up our role, must pick up our responsibility to make sure that we are being that example for our kids. One of our members, Francois Bookers-Drew, a few weeks ago wrote an article that appeared in a publication entitled, "We May Not Have Justice, but We Still Have the Village." And in it, she says, our children are not safe, and the village is no longer paying attention. In the last few months, there have been endless stories of young people being violated. Teenager girl being gang raped while others watch live on Facebook. A teenage boy bullied to the point of committing suicide. The 16-year-old girl who died following a fight in a high school bathroom. The stepfather killing the daughter he had impregnated. The teacher who had sex with her former student in her car. The teacher who had sex with her former student. Not him, but her. She goes on to say that many people were watching, but they did absolutely nothing. Nothing, they did nothing. These young people were not safe in an environment where they should have felt safe. Their lives apparently did not matter to those who watched them being victimized. Our communities and our children will not thrive if they live in fear and hide in isolation from each other. She goes on to say that all of us have a responsibility of protecting our children. All of us have a responsibility to change the tide of abuse, neglect, and disconnection. And we must return to building blocks in our community. We must return to being part of the village that is responsible for raising our children. We have been walking through the book of Nehemiah. Nehemiah chapter 1. Nehemiah has a visit from his brother Hananiah, who comes from their hometown in Jerusalem to where he is in Babylon. And Nehemiah raises the question to his brother Hananiah, how are things back at home in the neighborhood? How are things back at home in the neighborhood? To which he is informed that things in the hood don't look good. The walls have been torn down. The gates have been burned with fire. Which means that we are a nation that is vulnerable for all kinds of attack from our enemies. Nehemiah, heartbroken when he hears about this situation. Nehemiah, disturbed, begins to pray and ask God for wisdom and favor that he could go back to his neighborhood to invest in his community. That he could go back in his neighborhood and invest in his community. But as he goes back to rebuild the walls, as he goes back to replace the gates so that they are no longer a disgrace to their community, we saw over and over again, he is faced with attacks. Even before he starts rebuilding the walls. Sanballat, Tobiah, and Gresham try to discourage him and make fun of him. Even in the middle of building the walls, Sanballat, Tobiah, and Gresham show up to discourage, to distract him from doing what needed to be done. Even after the walls are completed, we saw last week in chapter 6, Sanballat, Tobiah, and Gresham shows up once again to try to discourage them from rebuilding the walls. And you can be assured that whenever you are determined to do something that improves the quality of life of those around you, that there are going to be those who don't like you. You can always be assured that whenever you are about doing the right thing and trying to help other people, that there are those who are going to say negative comments, who are going to put you down, who are going to criticize everything that you do. On last Wednesday, we had a community meeting about the crisis under the bridge. It was a very interesting meeting, a very successful meeting, we felt, because although we told the city maybe about 40 people would show up, we had over 200 in attendance. But we got some neighbors. We got some neighbors north of us in the Cedars neighborhood, and they really don't care too much for us caring for those who are less fortunate than we are. They really don't care for us caring for our homeless. And so after the meeting, somebody from the association was at the meeting and posted that they should come to the meeting. And these are a couple of the responses that we got. This is a couple of the responses that we got as a result of the meeting. I thought I would read a couple of them to you. But if you do a Google search on the Cedars and look for the meeting, you'll find them there. One response about the meeting: Cornerstone doesn't give up about the neighborhood, please. Another response is the fact that we hear the details through a pastor is shameful. They have demonstrated no concern for us in the past. The fact that there is a camp on Harwood at all is because the church enabled it. Now when it is out of control, the city leaps to help. And I didn't realize that whenever you do something positive, Sam Ballard, Tobias, and Gresham would show up. It would get a little discouraging. But as we have told you on several occasions, that if you don't ever run into the devil, y'all might be road dogs. But because whenever you do something to try to change, because there are some people that like people being down. There are some people that like people not getting better. There are some people that don't like people helping somebody else. But when you are ready, when you are there trying to help somebody, when you are there trying to encourage somebody, you better get ready from the negative comments that are going to come your way. Nehemiah has moved to see that the wall is rebuilt. And we saw last week in chapter 6, verse 15, that the wall was built in 52 days. The wall was rebuilt in 52 days. But now the wall is rebuilt. Now the task is done. Now the gates are in place. Now they are safe from their enemies. They don't have to worry about the enemies running roughshod over them. But Nehemiah recognizes that it is not enough. It is not enough to have the exterior done. It is not enough to have the walls in place and the gates in place and think that will solve all of your problems. Nehemiah recognizes that if it's going to last, if the work that we've done the last 52 days is going to last for a lifetime, then we can't stop with rebuilding the walls. We've got to start rebuilding the village. We've got to start changing those in our neighborhood. We got to start changing those in our community so that they have a different perspective, because just like we built the wall in 52 days, it won't take but a day for them to tear it up again. have been rebuilt. The doors, chapter 7, verse 1, are in place. You know what he does? He says, I appointed, I got me some gatekeepers. I got me some gatekeepers. I got me some gatekeepers because I got to have somebody that's there to keep the enemy out. I know we got some haters out there. I know we got some folk that don't like us out there. I know we got some folk that want to see us to go back from where we started from. I know we got some folk trying to tear us down. But I got me some gatekeepers out there. And their response is to let them know, bring it on. We're here to watch the gates. And not only do we have some gatekeepers out here, but we got some musicians out here because we want to keep worship at the center. We want to keep worship at the focus. We want to sing unto the Lord a song of praise. We want to give God the glory because of all that God has done. We ain't built these walls in 52 days because we were so great. We didn't rebuild these walls in 52 days because we were so mighty. The reason why we've come so far from where we started from is because the Lord was on our side. And if it had not been for the Lord on our side, I just don't know where I would be. So we want to sing a song. We want to give him the praise. We want to give him the glory. And when you look back over our lives and see all that God has brought us from and realize it was nobody but you, Lord. It was nobody but you. It was nobody but you, Lord. Nobody but you. Nobody. Anybody got that testimony? That when you look back over your life, you can say it was nobody. So we're going to bring the gatekeepers and the musicians, but we also going to be the Levites because, see, we need some folk that need to know how they need to operate. That's right. Yeah, and how they need to live in the city. The Levites had a role and a responsibility of servants in the temple. And if we're going to keep things in order, then we need to instruct folk how you ought to live. That there are just some things you ought not do, some places you ought not go. If you keep on living like you lived before, you're going to end up getting what you always got. And just like we ended up in a mess, if we are not careful, we'll go back to a mess. Let me say that again. Just like God done brought us out of a mess. If we are not careful, we are back up in a mess. Yes, if we are not careful and give God the glory and praise and walk like he wants us to walk and live like he wants us to live, the same God that brought us back and had his hand on us will take his hand off of us and we'll go back to where we started from. But I know also he says, I got to have the right leaders. So I put in charge first two men, Hananiah and Hananiah. Hananiah, the commander of the citadel, somebody who had some experience. And the reason why I chose him, not because he had a whole bunch of money.
All right.
The reason why I chose him was because he was a man of integrity. Oh, yes, yeah, you can trust him. Yeah, what he said, he did. He didn't talk out of both sides of his mouth. He was for right. And he was a kind of man of integrity that didn't mind calling a spade. Man, but he also feared God. He also feared God. Wasn't that he was perfect, but he feared God more than most people do. Oh yes. He was a kind of a man. He didn't play with God. He had a fear of reverence for God. And I told him, you can't let everybody in the gates. You be careful how you let folk in the gates. The gates, notice, of Jerusalem are not to be open until the sun is hot, where you can watch to see who's coming and going. You can only open the gates when you can see who's coming and going. You open the gates when you can see who's coming and going. You open the gates when you can see who's coming and going. And I come out and let somebody know you better be careful who you let in your gate. You gotta be careful who you let in your space, because there's some folks you let in your space that have no business being in your space. Notice, and he says, notice. I want you to do something with the gatekeepers and the gatekeepers, those who are committed to watching the gate of those who's coming and going. There's another thing. You need to get the community involved. You need to get the neighborhood involved. While the gatekeepers are still on duty, have them shut the door and bar them, and then you appoint residents. You get some people from the neighborhood. Yeah, you get some local folk. Thank you, Reverend. Some local folk of Jerusalem. There's guards to protect us and to watch over us. You place them on posts in their houses. You get some other eyes and ears out there. Because if it's going to be a success and you're going to watch yourself, you're going to avoid some changes. You need some folk that don't mind seeing something and speak it up. And you see, that's what's wrong with our neighborhood. I wish I had a witness here. That's what's wrong with our neighborhood. That's what's wrong with our neighborhood. Let me say that again. That's what's wrong with our neighborhood. Because see, all of us can be in a crowd and somebody drive by and start shooting, and the police all show up, and all of a sudden when he says, "Who's I ain't see about it. Don't put my name in nothing." Oh yes, I don't want to be involved, man. And then we wonder why we got all kind of crime taking place in our neighborhood. It's because nobody won't speak up and see anything and say anything. And if the neighborhood is going to get better and people are going to be challenged for the way they're living, somebody got to be bold. Somebody got to be bold. Everybody can't be strong. Oh yeah, so everybody can't be starved. And you know, they have made it easy for you now. You can just take a picture on your phone and send it through the 911 app. But the problem is, nobody don't want to say nothing. You're right. Come on. Just because they look like you. Y'all ain't with me. Come on. Folks that got you convinced that snitches get stitches. But if you don't snitch, your kids don't still be scared walking the street. If you don't snitch, they're going to be scared going to school. If you don't snitch, the mama going to be scared going out at night. If you don't snitch, somebody's still going to get raped and robbed. Because we won't say a word. Come on. The village is in crisis. Yes, sir. The neighborhood is a mess. Somebody breaking your house. That same neighbor that don't never miss nothing. They miss that? Because nobody gotta speak up. Amen. Or our village will stay in a state of crisis. Nehemiah says, let me tell you something, if we're going to rebuild this village, if we're going to rebuild the people, some people got to be strong and bold and take a step of faith. Few people, the city, verse 4, was large and spacious, but there was only a few people in it. A city that could serve 500,000 only had a couple of thousand in it, a few thousand in it. Notice, and the problem is the houses had not been rebuilt. So God put in my heart to assemble the nobles and the officials, and notice the common people, to let them know from where you've come from. Right. Common people. Yes, yes, we're going to go back home. We're going to be determined that we're going to make things better. Notice, and as I was there, I found the geological record of those who had been the first to return. And this is what I found written there, that there were individuals that had come up out of the exile, come up from Nebuchadnezzar, come up from Babylon, that there were those individuals who had got comfortable in Babylon, that they had a good life in Babylon, they had a house in Babylon, they had a job in Babylon, they had a friend in Babylon, that they knew where the clubs were in Babylon, that they knew where the hangout was in Babylon. But when I'm in a neighborhood, my neighborhood is in crisis, and I've got to be strong enough to be willing to step out of faith. Leave what I know. To go back home.
Yes.
To try to help rebuild and make a difference. We're committed to going back home.
Yes.
Went out strong in number. Just wasn't that many of them, the men of Israel. Notice there were priests going out, verse 39. But verse 43, there were Levites going out. Verse 44, there was musicians going out. Verse 45, there were gatekeepers going out. Verse 46, there were temple servants going out.
All right now.
That they were all going back home. And it's a reminder to us that they were willing to be the ones that would step out first.
All right, all right.
Why does Nehemiah include all of these names? 99% of them which you can't pronounce.
Yeah.
Why did we include all these folks? Who went back, who left Babylon, who went back home to Jerusalem, who went back home with their houses that was a mess, who went back home with a community that was in crisis. Why would Nehemiah include them?
Come on now.
Because Nehemiah wanted us to realize that when other folk come back, when other folks start living in houses that are fine now, when other folks start living in a community that's no longer in crisis now, when other folks start living in the village, when they see things have changed, he wants them to be reminded the only reason why we are here, the only reason why we are here is because we're standing on the shoulders of those who have gone on before.
Amen.
You see, because it's so easy to forget that we ain't here by ourselves. We ain't here because of ourselves. It's because of others who made the sacrifice. It was because of others who stepped out in faith.
Yes.
Because others who dared to make a difference. See, that's why you got to be careful. How you tell other folk, pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. Because you didn't pull yourself up by your bootstraps. It was somebody that sacrificed. It was somebody that was willing to blaze the trail. It was somebody that was willing to make a way. It was somebody that was willing to take a chance. So these individuals, they could have been careful. But you know what they did? They was willing to take a chance. Let me tell you something else. The Nehemiah tell us about this village, how it takes a village. Tell you something else Nehemiah writes. It says when we came out, verse 61 rather.
All right.
There were some folk that showed up in the village. There were some folk that showed up in the village. There were some folk that showed up in the village. Verse 61, there were some folk that showed up in the village.
Come on now.
But we ain't know where they came from.
Uh-oh.
They could not show their families were descendants from Israel. We didn't know who those folk was.
Uh-oh.
They tried to take on roles of leadership. There were those who tried to take on roles of leadership leadership. Verse 64, they searched for their family records, but they could not